Ghost Train? Asked Thomas and Toby together. He went on. Said Thomas. Said Percy next morning. His driver laughed. Percy was disappointed, but he was too busy all day with the stone crux to think about ghosts. That evening, he came back light engine from the harbour. He liked running at night. He coasted along without effort, the rails humming cheerfully under his wheels and signal lights changing to green at his approach. He always knew just where he was, even in the dark. He chanted happily. Sam had forgotten that Mr. Crow wanted a load of lime taken to 40-acre field. When he remembered, it was nearly dark. He drove in a hurry, bumped over the crossing, and sank his cart's front wheels in mud at the field gate. The horse tried hard, but couldn't move it. The cart's tail still fouled the railway. Sam gave it up. He unharnessed the horse and rode back to the farm for help. He told himself, but he'd reckoned without Percy. Percy broke the cart to smithereens and lime flew everywhere. They found no one at the crossing, so went on to the nearest signal box. Said the signalman. Percy's driver explained. Said the signalman. Percy chuckled. On their way, they met Toby, who promised to help. Thomas was being oiled up for his evening train when Toby hurried in, saying, said Thomas. Toby went on. Thomas interrupted. Said Toby in a shaky voice. Percy approached the shed quietly and glided through it. He shrieked. As had been arranged, Toby's driver and fireman quickly shut the doors. Said Percy in a spooky voice. Answered Toby. Exclaimed Thomas. He hurried out the other way. Percy was none the worse for his adventure. He was soon cleaned, but Thomas never returned. Next morning, Toby asked him where he'd been. Said Thomas. He went on hurriedly. And he shot off like a jackrabbit. Percy rolled up alongside. He exclaimed. Chuckled Toby.